It's super dangerous, seriously.
Yeah.
Landing a fish from the rocks there.
You got to be really careful, yeah, especially landing the fish. People have been swept off the rocks. It's a pretty intense place.
You fall in between those rocks here, that's it. You can smash your skull on the rock. So first you get smashed in the rocks, and then the bull sharks get you.
And many lifeguards have actually been eaten there. I'm surprised. Eaten.
Crazy. Some people have died here. Pretty intense.
My name is Cyril Chauquet, and I travel the world looking for the most aggressive, the strongest, and the biggest fish I can find. And that's exactly why I'm back in South Africa, searching for a fish that lives along the wild coastline of this country, the cod.
Look at the cracks on the shore.
But it's also the hunting ground for many dangerous predators, especially sharks.
I just saw the girth of the shark, and the shark went bam, straight into me.
This beach is a high-risk area for shark attacks.
And between the waves, the wind,
It's so windy and it's like being sandblasted.
and the many sharks,
It's a shark! It's a shark!
Oh, there's a flipping shark!
landing a powerful fighter like the cod in such a hostile environment,
Careful, Lloyd! The waves, watch out!
man, it's not gonna be easy.
I'm on a mission to catch a giant fish, one of the biggest that lives here on the coast of South Africa, the cod. But the problem is, the waters here are infested with sharks, so landing one of these monster fish will be really tough.
The cod, also called dagger salmon by the locals, is a super powerful predatory fish that can weigh over 150 pounds. But there's a problem. They live where other predators like to hunt, sharks. So I'll have to avoid the sharks to get to the cod.
Wow, nice. There's a kudu right here. Across the road right in front of me. This is Africa right there. Yeah, there's not a lot of places in the world where you can see wild animals like that.
Today, I'm headed to my first fishing spot along what is known as the Wild Coast, near Port St. John's. It's known for its rugged coastline and massive cod, but these waters are also full of sharks. Fishing alone on this dangerous rocky shore is not a good idea. So I'm meeting Lloyd, a local fisherman who knows this spot really well.
Hi, Lloyd.
Cyril,
How you doing, man?
Good, and you?
Good to meet you, finally.
Yeah, you too. Let's go find you a cod.
All right, sounds good. I like your style, man. Right away, right in the action.
This little trail might not look like much, but trust me, it gets intense by the end. These rocks are super slippery, and the fishing seems totally extreme. Apparently, you have to be a little crazy to fish here.
I don't know what he ate this morning, but it's got to be really good stuff. Man, you're too fast for me. I'm gonna break an ankle trying to catch up with you.
We finally arrive at one of his best spots, where Mark, a friend of Lloyd's, joins us to help us land a fish.
Lloyd brought me to one of his best spots, but honestly, it's really intense. I don't even know how we're gonna land a fish. With the breaking swell in the rocks. And it's pretty intense fishing out here.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
landing a fish from the rocks there.
You got to be really careful, yeah, especially landing the fish. People have been swept off the rocks. It's a pretty intense place. We've got 4-meter swells. We've got 30-knot southwest winds, so it's pretty hairy fishing here.
Well, I think this is one of the most sketchy spots I've ever fished at. You fall in between those rocks here, that's it. You can definitely break your leg or an arm, or worse, you can smash your skull on the rock. So first you get smashed in the rocks, and then the bull sharks get you.
Plenty bull sharks, yeah. There are
Plenty of
so
bulls.
many bull sharks, yeah.
Really, huh?
Just around the corner, most dangerous beach in the world.
Port St. John's Beach,
Port
yeah?
St. John's, second beach.
This beach is a high-risk area for shark attacks. A teenager went missing. He was attacked by a shark while swimming.
Many lifeguards have actually been eaten there, and I'm surprised. Eaten, gone. Never saw them again. Yeah, it is a pretty intense place, but generally the rewards are worth it, but we'll wait and see about that.
The only way to see if it's worth it is to put a bait in the water. The waves are massive, and there's a strong wind blowing. But Lloyd says that the cod love hunting in these choppy waters.
Oh. Yep. All right. Fish on. It's a shark! It's a shark!
Shark! It's a blackfin!
I have a shark on the line. Yeah.
It's not the species I'm after. But I have to find a way to land this fish.
I gotta go around on the rocks to be able to find a place where to land this fish.
I see a spot, but getting there won't be easy, especially with a shark on my line. The shark is right there, but the line is rubbing against the rocks. It could break at any moment.
Oh! Man! I can tell you it was a really big fish because I could feel the big head shakes on the rod, and then that fish was taking line. But the line must have rubbed against a rock, boom, broke me off.
We spend the whole afternoon waiting for a bite. But Lloyd finally gets a hit, and he's pretty sure it's a cob.
Just had a nice bite. Just lost the fish. You know, he was reeling in, trying to get tight with the fish. Set the hook, missed it.
At least, I know there's some cob around. So early this morning, Lloyd and I are back at the same spot. But this time, to maximize my chances, I climb a little higher up.
I came up here higher on the rocks because it gives me a better angle of attack on the line, on the bait, and on the fish if I get a bite. Because down there, the angle is not as good on the line because it's close to the water's surface and to the rocks. And if the line rubs against the rocks, it's done. You know, it breaks right away.
I really hope that this angle will improve my chances.
Come on, fish, come on. Give me a bite.
That's it, one. That's it, on. Fish on. Yeah, hey. That's it.
To land this fish, I have to make my way down the rocks. One wrong step here, and I could hurt myself badly.
Nah, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. Keep pulling.
All right.
Nah, bud.
It's a cob, huh?
Yeah, that's a cob for sure, no doubt. But you're in a bad place there. You're on the rock.
I got a cob, but it's not looking good because there's rocks everywhere.
I have to be careful. My line could break on the rocks.
Now wait for the surge.
The only way to land this fish is to use a big wave to bring it up onto the shore.
Nah, that's it. Left, that's it, you're perfect.
So Lloyd and I work together to catch the perfect wave.
Okay, get ready to pull, ready to pull. Pull, pull, pull.
Careful, Lloyd. The waves, watch out.
Lloyd tries to get the fish, but the wave is too big. So Mark jumps in to grab it, but it's right where the waves crash in.
Gotta be careful. He can slip. Watch yourself, man, in the rocks.
Obviously, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah! Whoa!
It's a cob. It's definitely not a monster, but it's a good start.
All right, cob. What a beautiful fish. Look at the purple and silver hue on the back and on the flanks of the fish. What a beautiful animal.
Normally, I would release this fish, but I really want to thank Mark for helping me land it.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you very much, sir. That will feed my kids.
That will feed your kids? So, thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
What a brutal fight. You know, there's no rest whatsoever you can take within that fight. I couldn't even catch my breath. I had to be on the fish the whole time to get it out of the rocks. That was brutal. What a brutal fight.
Well done, awesome, man.
Was it all right?
With that big sea, you can just see how it pulls back.
Yeah,
you gotta
get the
pull
surge
hard.
of the wave bringing the fish up and sucking it back down.
Well done, you did really well there, man. So stoked.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. Good spot.
See the shaky hand.
I'm stoked right now.
So far, I've only managed to get a small cub from a really intense spot. But after seeing just how strong a small cub is, I have no idea how I could land a monster here. So today, I'm meeting Marcus, a fisherman who's offered to take me out to a spot that is unreachable by car or by boat.
He was telling me that on the way I should be able to see some wildlife. So that's why I keep staring everywhere except for the road.
But on my way here, I made a quick stop, and I could tell we'd have a problem today. The wind is howling.
Marcus, how you doing, man?
Cyril.
Good to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
That's
Finally.
cool. Finally, yeah.
Yeah, that's
This is
great.
happening.
It is indeed. All right, we got the kayaks. We're going to put them in this estuary, and we're going to paddle down to the ocean.
And what about the wind, though? Is it not a problem? Fishing from the beach with that weather, with that wind, it's going to be a problem, no?
It's going to be tricky, but we're going to give it all.
But what about the beware of crocodiles and hippos? That's fine?
There's definitely crocodiles and hippos. We just need to be respectful of them.
Yeah.
Give them their space, and we should be all right.
We should be all right. I love that part. We should
be all right. If you're keen, I'm keen. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
The best way to get to Marcus's spot is by kayak. It's not very far, but it's pretty unnerving. Not only are there crocodiles and hippos here, there are also bull sharks. Speaking of kayaks and sharks, I met up with Devin, a guy who found himself face to face with a shark while fishing offshore.
So you were out fishing on your kayak that day, is that it?
Yeah, it was a crazy day out. Big Dorado had taken my live bait, and it was going crazy. It had taken off right along the surface, which was hell of unusual.
You think a shark was after the fish that you had on the line?
I'd seen something. I wasn't sure, and you keep telling yourself that, no, it's definitely not a shark. I then saw a dorsal fin of the shark chasing the Dorado.
Imagine being offshore in a kayak with a great white circling your boat, trying to eat the fish at the end of your line.
Before I had time to loosen the drag and let the fish try and swim off from the shark, I looked up, and 30 meters in front of me, I just saw the girth of the shark, dorsal fin out, tail fin out, chasing the Dorado, heading straight at me. And the Dorado went under the boat, and the shark went bam, straight into me. It felt like being hit by a battering ram with teeth.
I imagine that feeling, you know, you just got knocked off the kayak, you're in the water. The only thing that you think about is trying to get back on that kayak as soon as possible, but you don't know if you're gonna get bitten by the shark. What a terrifying feeling.
My heart was beating. I didn't know what to do. I was upside down. It was an absolute frenzy, and being right in the middle of it, waiting for the shark to either turn on the fish or turn on me, I really didn't know what to do, and all I wanted to do was get back on that boat. I just couldn't.
You were expecting to get bit?
I was just expecting the worst to happen. I just managed to get on at the nick of time.
But you think that shark was going after you that day? No.
Definitely not. I was just in the right place at the wrong time.
In the wrong place at the wrong time, I would say.
Yeah.
Out here, it's not great whites that we have to watch out for. It's bull sharks.
Man, you're not gonna lose me with this.
Definitely not.
All right, here we go.
The wind makes the kayaks difficult to control, and you definitely don't want to capsize with crocodiles and sharks in these waters. But for now, it's not the crocs or the sharks we have to worry about.
It's a hippo there.
We're suddenly confronted with a group of hippos. We have to be really careful here. The hippopotamus is among one of the most dangerous animals on the planet. They're unpredictable and are often responsible for deadly attacks on humans. Luckily, the estuary is wide enough so we don't have to pass close to them. But we have another problem. The beach where we wanted to land is full of crocodiles.
Look at the crocs on the shore.
These animals have powerful jaws and are known to attack humans. So we pass by slowly to avoid provoking them. It's pretty obvious we can't land here, but thankfully, Marcus knows of another spot where we can access the beach where we want to fish. So we have to backtrack a little. There's a lot of wind, but we continue towards the beach. And when we get there, the wind is blowing even more violently than we thought. We start fishing, but the wind and the strong current are making it really tough here. Plus, the wind's kicking up so much sand, we can barely see. We were really motivated, but now, not so much.
It's getting worse and worse, man. That wind is blowing like crazy.
It is. It's really starting to blow now, eh?
You think we're wasting our time here?
I do believe it, eh? Just the sea conditions are not favorable for us. Guess we've just been a little bit unlucky.
Well, we gotta blame it on something, right?
Blame it on the weatherman.
Well, it looks beautiful, but I'm telling you, it's pretty rough being on that beach right now. It's so windy, and the sand that it carries, it's like being sandblasted. Plus, we can't even keep the bait on the bottom. The sinkers don't grip. You know, there's so much current that it washes to the side.
It's not the first time the wind has been a problem. The last time I came to South Africa, it was even worse.
Look at the wind there is today. Unreal. We're supposed to go out, but today, forget it.
And now again, it's blowing so hard that we have to leave. Thankfully, Marcus knows of another beach that should be more sheltered. There's some dangerous animals out here, like lions, buffalo, and leopards, so we move quickly.
Wow, kudos. That's cool. That's Africa right there. Beautiful.
I'm glad those were just kudos and not something dangerous. As we get closer to the beach, I can already feel that the wind is less intense. But the day's almost over, and I'm anxious to get there, because before we can go after the big cub, there's still one more thing we gotta do.
We're running a little late here. We're gonna have to catch some bait before it gets dark, because after dark, the small fish, the bait fish, they move away because the big predators come into the spot, so I'm gonna have to move here. Oh man, good job. Woohoo! That small of a fish for that big of a bait, huh? It's crazy.
Yeah, they're quite a ferocious little
They're
bugger.
ferocious. Yep, fish on. All right.
Feels good to get a fish, even if it's just bait.
Yes, some bait.
Finally, with some bluefish for bait, we're ready for some cod.
All right, now it's just a waiting game, waiting for that moment where the fish, boom, takes the bait. That's why I'm holding the rod in my hand. You know, I could put the rod in a holder and just wait for the bite, you know, like sitting it down in the sand and waiting for that moment when the rod goes crazy, but I like to feel the bite. I like to feel it in the rod directly. It's just not the most comfortable position, you know. My feet are cold in the sand, in the wet sand, but I don't care. I just want that bite. Bite. Pretty good bite. All right. Take it, take it.
There's something playing with my bait.
Yeah, he's there, he's there.
Okay, Cyril, strike. Strike, strike, strike.
No, not yet. That was too soon, man. He didn't have the bait in its mouth.
Just missed it there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think I'm gonna get in on the action.
Yeah, you're gonna take my fish, man. Oh, well, I set the hook too soon, I think, but anyway, I don't think that was a cod for sure that felt like a shark. You know, so aggressive, so powerful, boom, 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 you know, like very ferocious.
And it's exactly what I thought.
Oh, yeah. Teeth marks, right there. Must have been a shark.
Now, Marcus gets a hit.
Oh. Yeah. You had a bite too?
That's enough.
Clean cod, huh? That must have been a shark, no?
Yeah, shark, yeah.
That's bad news. There are sharks on the hunt here. It's gonna be a challenge getting a cod. So Marcus has another plan, but it's a risky one. It's low tide, but he wants us to venture out to a reef that juts out a long way from the beach. It's pretty risky because they're big waves and the rocks are super slippery. And on top of it, we only have a short half hour before the tide comes back in. If we get stuck here, we'll have to swim back, and there are sharks around.
I thought it was pretty hardcore, but I think he beats me at it. He wants to go 300 meters, which is about 900 feet along those rocks with a crashing surf and big gaps. Woo.
This is some really crazy fishing.
There we go.
All right. I always find myself with some guys that are so intense with their fishing, even worse than me, you know.
It might be dangerous, but I understand why Marcus says it's a great fishing spot. The place is teeming with life.
All right. Little lobster. How cool is that? That goes to show you how virgin this place is. I mean, how many places on Earth can you grab lobsters by hand on a reef? All right, buddy, you're going back to your hole.
We get to the end of the reef and start casting, but time is not on our side.
All right, Cyril, we've got to watch the time here. Obviously, it can get quite dangerous with the tide pushing in and the heavy sea conditions that we've got tonight.
How long do we have?
I'd say another 20 minutes maximum.
Okay, because otherwise it gets impossible to get back, right?
It gets impossible to get back. Yeah, we'd have to swim across, and obviously, that can be quite dangerous. Are you getting a bite?
Yeah, it's on the reef too. All right, fish on.
Don't fall in the water.
Marcus grabs hold of me, so I don't end up as shark bait.
It's not a big fish, but it's a fish. All right.
It's called a cave bass. It's almost like a grouper species.
That's what I was gonna say. It looks like a grouper.
It's definitely not a giant cod, but it's a fish. All right, at least we haven't come all the way here for nothing. I'd love to keep fishing here, but the tide is rising fast, so we have to hurry back before we get stuck. I wish we could stay here for a little longer because it looks like a really promising spot, but honestly, we gotta go, we gotta run. We may have pushed our luck. The rocks are starting to be submerged. At this point, we don't have a choice. Even if there are sharks around, we have to get in the water. It's not that deep here, but I know that bull sharks can attack in shallow water. That was really extreme, but we managed to get out in one piece. What a day. We fished in crazy conditions, only to end up with a single small fish to show for it. But at least, we give it our best shot. So far, I haven't had much luck fishing from the shore. And with the wind finally dying down, I want to go for a big cod from a boat. And that's exactly why I'm in Durban, to meet Kerwin. Hey, Kerwin.
Cyril!
How you doing, man? Good to see you finally.
Yes,
this
you
is
too.
Cool, man.
So
how are you, man?
Good. How do you like South Africa?
I love it, man. I love it. I love this country. Yeah? It's really cool. Yeah, I love the vibe.
Well, let's go catch some monster fish.
Let's do it.
Cool.
That's the way to launch a boat here in South Africa. Thank you. All right.
Kerwin takes us to one of his best spots, where he's sure we'll find some cod around an underwater reef.
All right, today I hope it's gonna happen, you know?
I've got a good feeling today. The wind has calmed down, and the whales are feeding. And since there are whales, it means that there should be plankton. And when there's plankton, usually there are fish.
Come and look at the fish starting to show you.
All right. Starting to mark some fish, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Have a good feeling about you, my friend. All right, let's get it going.
Cyril, you want to try one of these?
Oh, squid. Everybody likes squid down there, right?
Juicy.
This juicy squid will be good to help us catch some bait fish.
I get a good feeling about this boat. It's rugged, and it smells like fish in here. It's a good thing.
You like that?
A boat has to be dirty. A fishing boat, you can't have it too clean.
So let's see if we can dirty it up some more.
Kerwin uses a reel that's popular here in South Africa. It's very unique. You gotta use your hand as the drag.
Biting here, Cyril.
All right. Kerwin brings up a lot of fish. They're not the best bait for cod, but we'll give him a shot anyways.
I'm telling you, this guy's for real. Look, one drop, how many bait fish you got?
There's a nice surprise for you.
All right.
I get the feeling that Kerwin knows his spots. There's lots of fish showing up on the sonar.
You need to get this one on your hook ASAP.
Yeah, I agree.
The cod feed around an underwater reef, 160 feet under the boat. So I drop a bait straight down. But it never makes it to the bottom.
All right, fish on. All right, we got a big fish on the line, whatever it is. It's a good-sized fish.
Oh, it's peeling.
It's feeling light, man.
Ooh, the reel is smoking.
This fish is taking lots of line. Way too much for a cod.
And now I know for a fact it's a shark. There's no other fish that could be running like this.
Oh, big shark.
A shark is not what I want. But at least I've got a big fish on my line.
Oh, no.
Broke me off. There's some monsters down there, man. Whew. Well, I'm looking for cod, but right now, it's just sharks and monster sharks. All right, catch us a cub.
I'm sure there's a big cod around this reef. So I drop a fresh bait. But I hope this one won't be eaten by a shark.
Big shark.
Let's bring your bait in quickly. Let's bring your bait in because I've got my line there.
We gotta bring our lines in quickly, or we'll end up with a shark again.
It's going for my line. It's going for my line there. Cyril.
Retrieve. That's a big tiger shark.
Kerwin throws in a bait fish to distract the shark, and we're bringing our baits before he can get at him.
Man, that's a big tiger shark. Woo! It's infested with sharks around here, huh?
I think so. And monster ones.
Yeah, that was a big tiger. Yeah, because I want to get a cub, but it's impossible to go through the sharks, man.
I know, especially if you hook a big fish.
To catch a cub, we have to drop our bait all the way down to the bottom, but the problem is that there's so many sharks in between the surface and the bottom that our baits don't even get a chance to reach the bottom. Or if they do, they don't stay on the bottom very long before a shark takes them.
There's just too many sharks around here, so we head to a new spot, an underwater shipwreck.
There's some nice fish showing there.
Yeah?
Yes, let's drop down here.
And hopefully no sharks.
No, hopefully, yeah.
I drop a bait straight down, and this time, I hope it's not gonna get taken by a shark.
All right, now let's wait for a monster bite.
Fish on at the back.
On the Scarborough?
Yes, yes, yes.
I just hope it's not a shark. Oh no, it's a shark!
Oh, it's a flipping shark. Oh, it's a black tip.
It's a big black tip, no?
Yes, yes.
That's gonna hurt.
Uh-oh.
Catching a shark on this type of reel takes some experience. And I can tell you, it's not my case.
Look your rod up, Cyril. Look your rod up. It's gonna finish my line. Stop him. He's gonna take you and smash my tray, Cyril.
It's burning my hand, man.
I'm really not used to this kind of gear. But at least, I've regained a little control.
It's a local reel called a Scarborough reel. You don't have a drag, basically. This is just a spool. So you use your head as the drag system. Ow, 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 ow.
All right, get the anchor rope, man. We gotta chase this fish down because we're gonna get spooled.
How much line you got?
Not much more. You gotta get to the boat, man. You gotta get to the rope. Get the anchor.
The anchor is caught in the shipwreck, so Kerwin has to cut the rope.
Okay, let's get some line back, Cyril. Wind, crank it.
We just fired up the engine and chased this fish down because there was no way we could stop it.
Still so strong.
It's very strong, man.
Whoa.
I tell you, it's a monster shark.
All right, I'm starting to get some line back.
Braid is back in the reel.
Awesome, good stuff.
Oh no! Broke him off right here.
Oh, shucks.
The shark was right here.
They're all that fight.
You think there's a cub down there
I think
that would
it
survive all the sharks?
definitely won't survive.
It's been a really intense day. There were so many sharks around, it was impossible to catch a cub. So I've got no choice. I have to come up with another plan.
That's fishing, right?
Yeah, but let's look on the bright side. You hook 2 massive monster fish, I'll give you 2.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
So my new plan is to meet up with Craig, a cub specialist who's confirmed that there's cub at his spot. And on the way, I stop to grab a bite.
Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. I can't believe it. I just turned my back. I went to the front of the car to check something. There was a monkey here who was gonna grab my sandwich. Actually, they took my apple too. They did. They took the apple.
At least, I still have my sandwich.
That's what you wanted, huh? Sorry, but I'm hungry too.
So far, I've only managed to land a small cub, but it was really tough. After that, we were blown off the beach by the wind. And yesterday, there were simply too many sharks to catch a cub. Today, it looks like the waves are gonna be the problem.
Craig was telling me that the seas are pretty rough, so I just hope it's not gonna be too rough so that we can launch.
Craig has been fishing the waters around here for years, so he should definitely be able to help me out.
Cyril!
Craig, good to meet you finally.
Hey, finally, how you doing?
This is cool.
Well, I hope you're ready for a little bit of a hairy launch today.
Well, you got quite a bit of swell right now, no?
Yeah, it is. It's looking a bit gnarly right now.
To launch the boat, Craig's team has to push it into the waves with a tractor. It's a delicate operation that has to be perfectly timed between 2 sets of waves.
We've got to get the boat floating first of all. Got to get over the sandbank. But then once we get past that, we've got the back to contend with. And coming through at 5 to 6 foot, we've got to make sure that we're not going to hit one of those vertical, because you hit one
Big
of those...
rollers, right?
Oh, those big things will knock you right over.
Launching a boat in such heavy sea conditions can be seriously dangerous. The last time I was in South Africa, the waves nearly flipped us right over. To push the boat, we place a long pole between the tractor and the boat.
Let me tell you, launching a boat from the beach, it's quite something.
All good.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, let's go.
The first step is to push the boat to the water's edge. Then we have to wait for a big wave to be able to clear the sandbank and get up enough speed to avoid getting hit by the next big wave.
Okay, we just got a boat that's coming in now, so we're going to wait for it to beach, and you'll get an idea of what we're in for.
Landing on the beach is almost as dangerous as launching. If the timing between waves isn't perfect, the captain could flip the boat or crash onto the beach.
You guys are crazy here. I love your style.
Bit of adrenaline.
Now, no room for error. Craig has to choose the perfect moment to launch. We hit the first wave really hard, and the impact slows us down. And now, there's a huge wave coming straight at us. Luckily, Craig is a skilled captain, and we make it. Now, it's time to get us some cod. We speed towards one of his favorite spots, a reef where cod feed on crustaceans and small fish, like mackerel, a really good bait.
All right, so what we're doing here is dropping the bait all the way down to the bottom in 50 meters, it says there. 50 meters, that's 150 feet of water, all the way down to the bottom. And once it's on the bottom, we'll just wait for that big fish to see the bait. And
So far, the fishing has been pretty tough on this trip, but it's gotta ease up at some point. But then, I spot something I really don't like.
you eating a banana?
South Africa, we eat bananas and catch fish, Cyril.
Really? So far, we haven't caught any.
Well, that's why I needed to eat it first.
All right. I can't believe he's eating a banana on board. It's crazy. You do that in North America, and the States especially,
You get thrown overboard.
it's considered bad luck, superstition, but bad luck. People really believe in it. You know, like I do it too, you know, because every time I've seen a banana on board a boat, there was bad luck on that boat. I'm not that superstitious, but I don't know. Every time I've had a banana on board, I haven't caught any fish.
No, well, today we'll change that.
Hope you're right. That's... It's going back. Ow, ow. I got myself pretty good.
I try not to think too much about that banana and focus on the cob.
There we go. All right, fish on.
Maybe Craig was right, because I've got something. And it looks like he does too. But something feels really weird with my line.
You know what? We cooked up. Oh, man.
I think so, huh?
Yeah. This is gonna be bad.
Something was wrong.
Yeah, I could feel something was wrong there.
Yeah, because I couldn't feel my bait.
A pair of scissors will sort everything out, yeah.
That's my trick for a bird's nest is scissors, too.
Yeah. Bad luck, Cyril.
Banana, man.
Nah.
I don't know if it's because of the banana, but despite trying a number of spots, we can't catch anything.
This one is going into your dogger's mouth right now. This is the one. This one right here.
This is the one?
This is the one. Just as that sun goes behind that hill, you watch. It just goes boom, boom, boom.
Now it's gonna happen.
Now it's gonna happen.
Yep. Long day. Not a lot of action, but hope it's gonna happen.
We've fished all day without a single bite, and our morale is starting to sag. But nighttime is good for cod, so we keep fishing. But even Craig is starting to have his doubts.
See, I told you about the banana, man. You wouldn't believe me, but
I believe you today, Cyril.
it's always good to have something to blame it on,
Well,
right?
it was a banana.
Thanks a lot, man. That was cool.
Today, I'm sorry, my friend.
But it's just fishing, you know? Just no worries.
It's my last day in South Africa, and I still haven't caught that monster cod I'm after. So I'm back in Durban to go night fishing with Ryan, a guy everyone has told me about.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Cyril.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, good.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
You're my last shot, man. My last chance.
Yeah, we'll give it a good go.
All right.
Yeah, there's a lot of cob at the moment.
Yeah?
The last couple of nights there's been quite a few. Everyone seems to be getting a couple here, a couple there, so...
You wouldn't bring bananas on board?
No.
No?
Really bad luck. Yeah, no, we'll definitely get a couple of cob tonight. No bananas on board, so we'll give it a shot.
Well, tonight, my friends, it's my last shot at it. I'm leaving tomorrow, so... Got a little bit of pressure here.
Apparently, the cub have been very active at night, so we head towards an underwater reef. But first, we gotta stock up on bait.
All right, before we can find a big predatory fish, we gotta find a way to feed him, so we're looking for some bait here to work our way up the food chain.
And it doesn't take long.
All right, bluefish.
Bluefish are good, but we can do better still.
All right, mackerel. Woo-hoo. All right, the right bait.
Yeah, this is like a jujube or candy to a cob.
A juju.
Now we just need to find them.
Yep.
With the tank full of good bait, we head to one of Ryan's favorite spots.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go.
There's a dogger.
Fish on. Oh, yes. Oh. This fish has a lot of power. Isn't that a shark?
No, look at the head nods. See the head nod?
Yeah.
Keep the tension now. It will pop up on the surface there now.
Oh, yeah, I see it. It's not a cub, it's a mussel cracker.
Mussel cracker.
All right. Oh. Cool fish, man.
Yeah, well done.
Cool fish.
Nice cracker.
Okay, that's not the fish I wanted, but that's a really cool fish. A mussel cracker, prehistoric looking animal. They crush crabs and lobsters on the bottom. That's what they mainly feed on. That's why they have these powerful jaws.
Big teeth, eh?
Huge teeth, huge, scary looking teeth.
It may not be a cod, but I'm really happy I caught this fish.
All right, man.
Well done.
Mussel cracker. Cool. Holy smokes, man. I like your spot. Let's send a bait down again.
The locals weren't joking. Ryan really knows where the fish are. I haven't had much luck in South Africa so far, but I'm starting to get a good feeling.
That's a promising start to the night. There's monsters down there.
Now, we wait for another big hit. And around here, we don't have to wait long.
Fish on.
Yeah, that's a cob.
Do you think that's a cub?
Yeah, look.
Big head shakes, huh?
That's a big cob.
Just like I was expecting, actually.
Definitely.
It's a serious fish, and I'm getting some massive head shakes.
Oh my gosh, they got a lot of power, man.
Yeah, strong fish, eh? Really strong fish. Big cob.
Big cub, you think?
Yeah,
Yes.
big cob.
To bring it up from the depths, I can tell it's pretty intense. All right, it's here. Here
it comes, big dogger.
Oh, big dogger. Oh no. Don't tell me you pulled a hook here.
You gotta be kidding me. Wait. I can't believe that hook came on. I can't believe that hook came on.
Oh no, I can't believe what just happened, man.
That was bad luck. That was bad luck, man.
Can't believe it. The cover is right there.
Yeah.
That was a monster too, no?
Yeah, that was about 22.
22 kgs?
Yeah, 22 kilos, 23 kilos.
I can't believe it. You know, I brought this fish all the way up to the surface, and then he got off the hook right here, right boat side.
I think you got a banana in your pocket or something. Yeah.
There's gotta be, you know, like search me, man. Because seriously, I've never lost a fish on a circle hook. Almost never.
Yeah, no, that was tough luck.
Losing a fish on a circle hook doesn't happen a lot, you know? They're so curved that normally they don't come off, you know?
We catch some fresh bait, and I decide to change hooks because I think my circle hook is jinxed.
Well, from now on, I'll use a J hook, a normal hook. Maybe I'll have more luck that way.
I can't believe the fish popped the hook, but there's only one way to get a big cod. Dropping a fresh bait to the bottom.
All right, here we go again. Well, I can tell you one thing. I've never been that close to a cob, to a big cob.
It's almost 2 a.m. and in a few hours, I have to catch my flight. And if we don't head back very soon, I might miss it. I can't believe it. All this time here, fishing with real pros, and I barely caught anything at all. But I've had some really bad luck. The sharks. Oh no, it's a shark.
It's a flippin' shark.
The wind.
It's so windy. The sand that it carries, it's like being sand blasted.
The bananas. Oh, ow. The waves. And now, this big cod that got off right beside the boat.
I didn't get completely skunked, but still.
But I just can't leave South Africa, having only caught that small cod off the rocks. One last drop, and it's really over. Ryan wants to try one more spot on our way back in. I might miss my flight, but I've come so far to catch that big cub.
Here we go. Fish has a lot of power.
I'm so nervous right now.
Woo. Oh no. Came off.
Came off.
Yeah. Whatever that was big.
Big club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was, but let me tell you, it got my heart going. It was big. It was big fish.
Yeah, probably an amberjack the way it took off for a big cob.
A cub would fight this much?
Yeah, big cob run like that. Those
Really?
25 kilo plus, they go.
I'm not sure what it is, but it's big.
That's a serious fish. Real serious. Think it's a cub?
Yeah, definitely a cob, eh? Definitely a cob.
Yeah, big head shakes, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so nervous right now. I'm super excited, but a little stressed out at the same time. I really want to get this fish. After all this time fishing, I think this is it. Oh yeah, big cub. You mind grabbing the rod? All right. Yes! Yes, man. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Oh, that's bad.
The fish I've been chasing. All right, that's the cub I've been looking for all this time. I can barely believe it that I'm holding it right now. What a cool fish. Beautiful animal. Thanks a lot, man. After all this time, finally got it.
I came to South Africa to catch a big cub, and it was really extreme. First, I fished from a beautiful spot, but it was almost impossible to land a fish because of the rocks. Then, I went out to some offshore reefs, and after getting solidly skunked and swarmed by sharks, I finally found the right spot.
After all this time fishing, I think this is it. I can barely believe it that I'm holding it right now. Nice catch. Oh. Almost went overboard on that one.
Be nice and comfortable.
I think I'm gonna have to lose a few pounds.
It's going back.
Ow! Ow! Got me good.